This week's political maniac is EPA Chief Scott Pruitt. House Democrats asked on Monday to subpoena records showing Pruitt used his staff to run personal errands, including to buy a used mattress from the Trump Hotel in Washington amid his controversial apartment search. Monday's revelations are the latest in a long string of questionable activities undertaken by Pruitt. Over the weekend, we learned Pruitt has an appetite for fancy pens and reportedly spent $3,230 last August on a dozen silver foundation pens and some personalized journals at taxpayers' expense. America, let me tell you this. If I had to draw a map of the swamp, in the center of said swamp would be Scott Pruitt, the president of the Swamp Monsters Association. I mean, this guy is so swampy that it's unbelievable. But I'm sorry. But can I just ask the question that everybody else is asking? Do you mind? Why on earth would you ever buy a used mattress from the Trump Hotel? I mean, seriously? So you spend $3,230 on pens and a personalized journal, but you're going to buy a used mattress from the Trump Hotel when you could have went to Sleepy's, Mattress Fitters, Mattress Giant, Amazon, Walmart, Target, you name it. And I guarantee you, I could get you a pretty darn good mattress for less than $3,230. I mean, that's thing one. Thing two, why would you buy a used mattress from the Trump Hotel? And I hate to say it. I hate to say this, America. And maybe this is wrong of me, and maybe this is the media getting the best of me. But when I think of like word association, used mattress, Trump Hotel, the next word that comes to mind is Stormy Daniels. Am I the only person that feels that way? Could it just be just me? I don't think so. I think a lot of other people out there are like, no, I felt that. I mean, mattress, used, Trump, Stormy Daniels. Then you say, Avenatti, Michael Cohen, Robert Mueller, Russia. I mean, that's how CNN sort of does it, And then they get you right back to Russia. I'm kidding. You get my drift, though. Why would you buy a used mattress from the Trump Hotel? Maybe I'm the only person that feels that's really weird, because everybody in this production team around me is like, no, we would buy used mattresses. Maybe that's just how Richard feels. Anyway, the president, though, seems to love Scott Pruitt. In a tweet, the president said the following: while security spending was somewhat more than his predecessors, Scott Pruitt has received death threats because of his bold action at the EPA. Record clean air and water while saving USA billions of dollars. Rent was at about market rate. Travel expenses okay. Scott is doing a great job. $50 a night in the District of Columbia, Capitol Hill is okay, Mr. President. When was the last time you checked about the rent rates here in the District of Columbia? Because that is incorrect. A studio in the District of Columbia, a studio is $1,800. Do the math. 1,800 divided by 30 is not $50 a night. It's not 50. It's not. It's just not. So, Mr. President, your math is off. He's a crook. You promised to drain the swamp. This guy's as swampy as they come, second to Betsy DeVos and Ben Carson, swamp mate 2 and 3, right? And now he is probably the most investigated person in this White House after the president. There are a number of other ongoing investigations into Pruitt's expenses. Use of first-class travel, his expensive security detail, the official visits to international locales with no clear relationship to his work at the EPA. In an interview with the House Oversight Committee, one of Pruitt's top staffers who described himself as a personal friend to Mr. Pruitt, Millan Hupp, told investigators that she searched for rental properties for Pruitt and his wife for several hours a week over the course of several months, touring more than 10 of those properties during the week. And here, there was an exchange between her and Gerald Connolly, and this is what was written by them. If Ms. Hupp's statement on the committees are accurate, Administrator Pruitt crossed a very clear line and must be held accountable. Federal ethics law prohibit, not discourage, not dissuade, prohibit. Prohibit means you can't do it. It's banned. No. Administrator Pruitt from using his official position for personal gain and for requesting and accepting services from a subordinate employee that are not part of the employee's official duties. And I can guarantee you this, Ms. Hupp is not a real estate broker or real estate agent, and nowhere in her job description does it say, look for apartments for Scott Pruitt and his wife, who's trying to get a job at Chick-fil-A. So America, once again, Scott Pruitt lands himself as this week's political maniac. And Scott Pruitt's skunk, his sort of swampiness is starting to smell. It's smelling so bad that even Republicans are like, oh no, this is bad. He's got to go. He is awful. Joan C. Ernst, the Republican senator from Iowa, has said pretty clearly, like, this guy is bad. He's bad. He's misserving our country. He's wasting taxpayer dollars. I want him out. Staunch Trumper, staunch Republican. She's saying no go on this fool. But yet still, President Trump doesn't seem to care because he's shredding regulation like it's going out of style. So it's okay that he wastes taxpayer dollars. It's okay that he engages in fraud, waste, and abuse. It's all okay. Now, where's the funny thing, though? I mean, I just remember the Republican Party being a party that ran on this ideal of, you know, ending fraud, ending waste, ending abuse. Now, I don't know much. I mean, listen, I'm no fortune teller, and I'm no psychic. But let me tell you this, Republican Party, Republican National Committee, RNC, NRCC, R-S-C, the local Republican Party, all of y'all who are watching this program, if you're watching. Donald Trump is good. He's good for y'all right now. He's got some people jazzed up. Life is good in the hood. You guys are winning elections. Here's the thing. He's in office for 2 more years. If he gets a second term, he'll be in office for 4 more years. When he's done, when he walks out that White House, y'all's party is going to be burned down to the ground. Because he is taking away everything y'all claim to stand for. Because I remember the Republican Party being a party that was, we will work against fraud, we will work against waste, we will work against abuse, we will not stand for this, we will not tolerate it. But really, I mean, like, y'all are sitting here and you're letting this man, Scott Pruitt, waste taxpayer dollars. $3,230 for 12 pens and a couple of journals. America, that's where your tax dollars are going. That right there is a Pell Grant for a poor kid.